streaming. Meep. We have an excellent connection. And it appears to be working.
You appear to be working.
Yes.
Coming.
And it appears my dog is a crackhead. Very, very much a crackhead. Well, apparently no one is here. Apparently no one is here yet. No one. Oh, and the dog has gone AWOL. Mason Bartow is here, and apparently no one else. Although we have 4 concurrent viewers, we will see who else decides to join in this stream. Also, my background image has also left the building, so I'm left with a blank background. That is not good. Well, on the bright side, I can at least... Well, maybe I can... Did my dog just run away? Just realized I was looking at the wrong ear, because this image is mirrored. Because my ear itches. Why does it have to? I'm not sure. Why is this not the proper aspect ratio? Configure video. Where is the... Isn't there supposed to be a... aspect ratio adjustment? That's odd. Resolution, FPS value. Oh, custom. Here we go. Oh, and it just went away. I want 1920 by 1080. Oh, and it's gone. Give me a sec. Okay. This is not working. Oh, that's not what I wanted. First off, that's too much resolution. I wanted 1080p. Video format. Okay. Oh, this is... Am I frozen? I'm frozen, aren't I? I am very much frozen. Well, that's okay. I'm apparently frozen. And I'm gone. Why is there no video? Everything has to break as soon as I start this. Oh, why is it cycling through everything? Okay, 30 FPS. Oh, I fixed it. Okay. That appears to be working now. I fixed it. There we go. I fixed it. It's a little bit smoother now, too, so I guess I'll use this encoding method from here on out. Okay, so LB Vaxxon ASMR says hi. Ethan says hi. Carlos says Walmart brought back the older Pro Heat. That's interesting. I saw that someone just got one. Chance the resolution is better. That's good. That's what it should be. That's what it was supposed to be. It's just not. It just wasn't working. Good. Got Eureka the Boss victory today from Braves Vax, and the wheels are broken. They're to have a Featherlight bagless from back in Missouri. He was selling a Featherlight bagless?
The door swings open.
You gotta be kidding me.
Why are you turning the kitchen light on?
Are you okay?
I'm giving her sass.
Oh. I'm trying not to give her sass. I'm just trying to ask a genuine question. And she's ignoring me. Okay. So, that's interesting how he's selling a Featherlight bagless. I asked him what vacuums he was selling, and he only said he had a bagged Featherlight. I've been looking for a bagless Featherlight. Well, if you mean the actual original Featherlight, if you're talking about the one that's just a breeze with a black handle, then I already have 2 of those. Or I have that and the actual breeze. So, I don't know. Either way, I'll find another one, hopefully. I need to just make a video of all the vacuums I'm trying to find. But the problem is, I'm so forgetful that I forgot to include that Featherlight on the list of dirt doubles I've been wanting to get anyways in the last stream. So that's still my bad. It's always my fault because I cannot remember all the machines that I want. Riley is showing Bree the shower. Tomorrow I'm going to get my Hoover 1 Power Blade Plus. I haven't heard of that one, but I've heard of the 1 Powers. Yes, the resolution should be better. I unboxed my Hoover bagged wind tunnel Feather Air Light Pro. That sounds like a fake vacuum, honestly. But if that's a real thing, why is my nose itching? My nose should not be itchy. I'm getting COVID. I'm going to get my Hoover. Oh, I already read that. I hate FedEx. They gave Marco a different box and the wheels were broken. I'm mad that they did that. Oh. So like FedEx ripped the box open and repackaged it? And obviously did a poor job? That's awful. Got a Eureka the Boss victory today from Braze Vax, and the wheels are broken. They're double Featherlight bagless from Vacuum Observatory. My Hoover Max bag came today. I did an unboxing video. Ooh, that's wonderful. That's a really good machine. How is the new stick vac doing? The H8 is doing very good. My Clean V2 3574 arrived today. It sounds so good. Hey, that's wonderful. Hello, hello, hello. Hey Chance, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm not too bad. Everyone insists on doing stuff the second I start my stream when the entire day has been nothing but quiet. But that's life. That's life with roommates. I unboxed my Hoover Wind Tunnel Pet. Yeah. That's good. I just fixed the blue 6594. I finally got it fixed. Oh, I need to get a hold of Derek to tell him that that motor did work. So that 6594, the blue one, not the black ones. The blue one is finally working. The one that I got alongside the Singer that needed a new motor, I confirmed it is in fact the motor, and it does work now. In fact, here is the old motor. This is the motor that came out of that 65. What?
Can you use your car to go get more soda?
Right now?
Yes.
Why?
Because they have no soda.
What do you mean you have no soda?
I'll go with.
I literally, you guys had an entire pack, yes? Or are you talking about Coke or Dr. Pepper? Because I know you have Dr. Pepper.
They haven't got soda in over a week.
No,
I saw that they had a brand new thing of Dr. Pepper not even 2 days ago.
Well, Brady drinks. That's all he drinks. He won't touch anything else.
I don't care about him. I'm just thirsty.
I don't care about him.
If I'm being honest.
Okay.
I haven't had anything for about 2 weeks.
Okay, that's fair.
That's me.
So, where are you going? Where are you going to get the soda?
Any gas station. That's
Not
closest.
Circle K. Some Motormart or Hucks.
Circle K.
No. I just turned in my uniforms today.
Does a Motormart have soda?
I said Motormart or Hucks.
Go to Motomart and do you have any money?
Well, yeah. Do you think I'm gonna go steal this?
I mean,
I
do you
mean,
have
is
any
that an
extra?
option?
You have like any extra? I mean, technically yes, but legally no.
For what?
Stealing? That's not an
No,
option.
I mean, what do you want?
Oh, I want something. I mean, I normally I want like Voltage or Code Red, but I don't know if they'll have any of the fancy flavors.
They
So if
usually
not, they do?
In 12 pack?
No.
Oh, is that my Bobo hoodie?
Yeah. I washed
What
it.
is that?
It's Brady with a cat.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so because if they don't have If they have code red, get it. If they don't, then either get classic or get mellow yellow or whatever. I mean, you probably know what I like at this point. Just nothing dark. I don't want any dark soda. But, I
Makes
mean,
sense.
anything else. If they have Sierra Mist, which they probably won't, but if they have Sierra Mist, get it. But I'm assuming they're not going to have it. And I don't like 7-Up or Sprite, so don't get those as a substitute.
Do stores even have Sierra Mist?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they do. But it's really hard to find now. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
I love
remember
Sierra Mist.
selling any.
Yeah, it still exists because I get them at Big Lots sometimes, or at least I used to.
Well, yeah, I would imagine Walmart had them too, though.
No, Walmart doesn't have it, believe it or not.
Yeah, Walmart doesn't have it.
No,
Weird.
they don't have Sierra Mist.
They have 7-Up.
Yeah, but that's not nearly as good. 7-Up's awful. I mean, it's not awful. It's just, it's not as good as Sierra Mist. Y'all know what I like. Anyways, back to the stream. Yay, the 6594 now works. Yes, it does. Chance the resolution. You are my inspiration, Chance. I'm thinking of starting a repair business. Also, I bought the 68C71 from Marco. That's wonderful. Yes, definitely good. Yeah, if you can, start a repair business, and I'll gladly plug you alongside mine. I mean, because some people be like, oh, no competition, but I like competition. Plus, obviously, we live in separate areas, so it's not like I can be the best vacuum technician in Southern Illinois, and you can be the best one wherever you are. I mean, shoot for the stars, man. That's what I'm trying to do. If I could get my YouTube to be profitable enough to where I could actually buy the local shop that the guy who owns the local shop closest to me, the only shop in town, vacuum shop, I should say, he's gonna be retiring soon, and he's offering to sell the building for $20,000, and I make nowhere near that, obviously, but I mean, realistically, I'm probably not going to make enough to buy it by the time he would want to sell it, so it would be off and sold to someone else. But interestingly, my friend who owns a resale shop, like not a vacuum one, just a tech resale shop, he's a really good friend of mine. I've worked at his shop for a few years, and just kind of on and off go there all the time. And he's kind of been like, maybe honestly I could, we could set up a deal or something, and I could get the shop for you, because he has that money. But I don't know if he was actually serious about that offer. He kind of said it in like a tongue-in-cheek way, so I'm not sure if he's actually serious about possibly buying that shop for me. I wouldn't really want him to. I mean, because like I would feel just so indebted if someone bought me a $20,000 shop. But who knows? If my point is that if I could somehow make enough money on YouTube, or by profiting off of my business myself, to actually get my buy a building or rent out a building and actually set up my own shop, that'd be really nice, especially because I would also be working on computers and cell phones and other technology in addition to vacuums, although vacuums would be the priority because that's kind of the most niche thing and the thing that I have the most experience in. But I could do the other stuff too, so it'd be a good way to kind of make the business not like a one-trick pony. And once I get it off the ground, if I could just somehow get some consistent traffic, see, because it's going to be an uphill battle the entire time, and that's assuming I can even get the shop, which I might not be able to in my lifetime. But since I started out young, and I started out with this, and it's growing at a decent rate, who knows? Maybe at some point, I'll be able to accomplish something like that. But it takes a lot of work, and so far I'm making very small dents in that sort of thing. But that is the end goal. That is the end goal, at least in terms of my personal sort of accomplishments. Obviously, long term, I would also, just the educational factor as well, because again, my channel partially exists for the hobbyists as well as education. Because you've seen a lot of my tech tutorials or my belt filter repair tutorials, all that sort of thing. My whole point is trying to help people, and help people within the sectors that I'm knowledgeable at, and that I can actually guide people in the right direction. So even with just something like the vacuum reviews or the cell phone reviews, it's like, what do I know? What are my experiences? How can I use that to actually help people? I'm not just interested in showing these videos off to be like, hey, look what I can do and look what I know. That's not my goal. My goal is to actually, well, first off, I legitimately want a vacuum and a phone and a computer collection and all that stuff. But with obviously vacuums taking the brunt of it because it takes up the most space, and it's also the longest running hobby. But that, I don't have like a one singular goal with the channel. It's just kind of like, if I could grow the business to that point, that would be amazing. But again, I got to that from you thinking about opening up your own business, and I would say definitely follow the advice of other people who have been in those shoes. I haven't obviously got that far yet, but I can say so far that if you keep working at it, you'll get there eventually. And, it's obviously best to keep your head up. Don't give up on that sort of thing, because there's no reason to. I remember, here, I'll tell a little story real quick, because it is relevant to this. I remember in my English class, my English teacher, she is one of my favorite teachers that I've ever had, and she was actually like a fill-in because the previous teacher quit or something, and she had previously retired. She came out of retirement for that 1 year, and I'm so happy that I had her because she was one of my favorite teachers. And I remember we did like an essay at the beginning of the year about I think it was probably like that classic, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years sort of thing. I'm pretty sure it was something like that, that sort of tongue-in-cheek, basic writing prompt that you're familiar with, and that schools always love to shove down your throat. Not that I'm complaining, because I do really like those types of writing prompts. But so I did one basically about, at the time, YouTube was, it wasn't enough to live off of, and it still kind of isn't, but it's getting there. But it was just like this sort of hobby thing. I hadn't made any money yet, or I should clarify, I had made money, but this was when YouTube did the update to where you couldn't make money until you hit 1,000 subscribers and a certain number of watch hours. So I had got my monetization, lost it, and then had to wait like another year to get it back and start building it up again. So, case in point, I did that writing prompt about the repair business, about, how I advocate for right to repair, and how I want to make progress on that, how I want to make progress on helping people with all sorts of technology and integrating that into the channel, expanding my collections, reaching out to more people within all these hobbies, and just trying to, again, that stupid line that everyone says, make the world a better place, even though it really is true, it really is sincere, for me at least. And I remember I focused a lot on the vacuums, and whenever I gave my speech, my presentation, she looked at me and was like, I see what you're saying, but I honestly cannot see you sitting in the back room of a vacuum workshop all day. I can see you off giving advice to people. I can see you, being like I don't know if she said consultant or how she put it, but she was basically like, I could see you doing a lot more than just being stuck in a shop for all day. And that's the reason why she was one of my favorite teachers, because, no one had really ever said that to me before, not like an actual adult figure saying like, I actually see more than just this one little thing that you're focusing on in this writing prompt. And, so it was kind of that gave me the sort of like the kick that I needed to really sort of go all in on YouTube and everything. Because at the time I was working at Walmart, I wasn't really doing a whole lot. At the time I was still in high school, obviously, because this was a high school writing prompt. And, it's kind of interesting how that was kind of the push that I needed to go 100% on the YouTube thing and just make that be my focus, and, everything else unrelated, like completely unrelated to it, be damned. Because obviously I'm still doing the vacuum repair and stuff, but I've tied that into the YouTube. I'm still doing phone repairs and laptop repairs, but I'm still tying that into the YouTube. Why am I saying it like that? But I'm just kind of making everything, I'm kind of making YouTube like just the central hub of every other sort of thing that I do, with some exceptions. Like I've been like really involved in politics. Yeah, apparently I got 2 dislikes. I guess people didn't like the sort of life advice section of this, and they expected to just talk about vacuums. But it is what it is. I mean, this is my channel after all. There's a reason why I didn't call it IntelliTech, vacs and laptops or whatever. I mean, because tech is a relatively, minuscule term. I mean, appliances could arguably be considered tech, and that's why I like the channel name, because it's broad enough to where it can cover everything, because everything is really technical in some way. But one example I gave in that essay also that someone was mentioned, she was like, I could see you doing a TED talk or something like that, or doing something that's more hands-on and something that's more talking to, engaging with people directly. And I had no disagreements with that, because, and not because like, oh, I feel like I'm some like righteous person who can talk to everyone, because I mean, I'm on the autism spectrum. I obviously have relatively poor people skills, at least to an extent. But one thing's for sure is that, whenever I was a kid, a lot of adults, whether family members or just general people that I meet out in daily life, would say that, oh, you're well spoken and you seem to know a lot about this subject. And, I kind of took that to heart. And yeah, so that's kind of, part of the reason why I like doing what I'm doing with YouTube, because it kind of incorporates all that into one. I'm still talking to people directly. I'm still helping people, fix crap like this. And then I also, again, the only thing that I haven't incorporated into my YouTube that's part of my hobbies is my sort of political involvement, because that can obviously be a touchy subject. And I flirted with the idea. I have a second channel dedicated to politics, but I never really got it off the ground. And, part of that's just been dissuasion from a lot of my, a lot of people that I know, which is partially from a political bias perspective, because my typical affiliation on certain political subjects is the opposite of what generally is consensus in this area, despite it being, a different colored state. But, so I've kind of avoided that and, tried to get around that sort of thing, even though I do really want to talk about important issues. But I understand that for a lot of people, they see YouTube or they see certain channels as an escape from the sort of real life aspects of this. And I want to respect that for those people. For those people who just want to watch the phone reviews, watch the vacuum reviews, and not have to think about crap happening in the real world, politics-wise, then I try to respect that. Other than, like the occasional election prediction video, which I did get pretty right. I mean, I only got 2 states wrong out of 48 out of 50, right. That's a 98%. That's not bad. Granted, like, half of those were duh, but you'd be surprised. Anyways, so I have fallen far back on the chats, and I already have 2 likes. Not bad. I have 10 concurrent viewers. Anyways, so yes, the 6594 does work. When you did a video called Squeak, how did the toy not get sucked up in the vacuum? Because I didn't run over the toy with the vacuum, and it's not big enough to get sucked up into the vacuum. If I come across for the blue 6594 and it's hard to find in my area, oh yeah, well, they're hard to find everywhere. They weren't out for very long. They're out for less than a year. Chance, I went back and watched the 6583 review, and the motor sounds funky. Well, yeah, one of them does. I'm pretty sure, because I think I ran both of them in that video, didn't I? I thought I did. Sierra Mist has that lemony, tasty flavor that I like. Yes, Sierra Mist is awesome. I watched the old review of the power track you had 2 years ago, and your dad made the video awesome. Yeah, he did. I didn't plan that, by the way. He just kind of walked in, and I was like, and I just kind of rolled with it, because obviously if I screwed it up, I could always just redo it. And so, and he thought it was funny, so he went back and watched it, and he was like, oh, that's cute. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, to be honest, you gave me the idea of fixing and selling vacuums. Yeah, I mean, it's the goal. The bigger network in this industry, the better. I'm making vacuum videos because you inspired me, looking to grow my collection up. Yeah, good. That's what I like to hear. Because look, And also, I kind of see YouTube as kind of like a reimbursement for a lot of the content that I've enjoyed as a kid, because I've been watching YouTube since YouTube first came out. Which, I mean, not to make me sound old or anything, but I mean, obviously YouTube's been around for 16 years at this point, and I've been there since the beginning. I mean, not since it was like a weird dating site, but once it became an actual video hosting platform in like 2006, 7, give or take. I was there, and so watching all that content and seeing so many of my favorite creators from back in the day just not really exist anymore. There's very few that still exist. I mean, from when I was a kid, and I mean, there's some like Phantom Vacuum Fan that still kind of exists but are kind of dormant. I'm actually friends with them now, and there's some like Phantom Lightning. There's also like a lot of the destruction channels I used to watch, like Destruction Fun 01, Smash Stuff 30. Obviously those channels are all gone now, and there's quite a few others that I just legitimately just can't seem to find again. I actually was in a Discord server with people that were finding those old videos from the Smash Stuff 30 channel, and somewhere I still have the link to that, or I thought I still had the link to that Google Drive, but my access to it might have been revoked because I got kicked out of the server because the admin treated me like garbage, and I called him out for it, and then he banned me from the server. So anyways, but yeah, so what was my point in mentioning all that? Oh yeah, so I kind of felt like doing YouTube in the beginning was just kind of like giving back to the platform, because I watched so many of these creators, and I never really, I didn't really feel like I was, giving out what I was sort of taking in as far as video. So kind of felt like that was, starting a channel and doing my own YouTube kind of felt like a way of sort of paying that back to the whole YouTube community, because it's like, well, but watching these videos for so long, I didn't have any way to compensate a lot of these creators financially, so I thought, well, at least I can add to the platform and sort of give back a little bit, and that's where it happened. So yeah, I'm going to my local vacuum store, and they have Milas. My local vacuum store does not have any Milas or Sebos. They have like Electrolux, they have Kirby, a lot of Kirby. It's funny, the one Dirt Devil that I was wanting to get from literally all the vacuums that I was looking at getting were there from the last time I went, except the Dirt Devil, which was the one vacuum that I thought was never gonna sell, because it was a Dirt Devil Featherlight, a newer style one, the one that's like the Breeze Cyclonic, but it was the one with the height adjustment, the stretch hose, the headlight. It was the better version of it. And he had it for like $180, and it actually sold, or at least I'm assuming it did. It's gone now. It was in the front window. It was the only vacuum out of the front window that got sold. There were Oryx up there. There were Ricars. There were, Simplicities. There were Carpet Pro machines. The Dirt Devil is what sold. Like, someone looked at an $80 Dyson light ball, or Dyson DC65, and a Dyson Kinetic, and a Dirt Devil that was twice the price, and said, I'm gonna buy the Dirt Devil. But, it is what it is. But yes.
No, babe.
I tried to make you jump.
Whip all his streamers' ears. Oh shit! I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah, you can't see my face?
I thought it was recording. I didn't know you were streaming.
Oh.
I thought you cut it out.
I can't cut it out now. All their eardrums are bleeding.
Headphone warning.
Yeah, thanks for that. It's a little too late for a headphone warning.
Aren't your shoes upstairs?
Are my slippers down here?
No. Little late, but
What'd you say?
No.
What'd you call me?
I didn't call you anything.
Y'all do nothing all day and don't make any noise, and then
They
now,
know me.
who does?
I think they're done
Those
now.
people. They are people.
No, I'm assuming
Okay.
they've never seen you. Do you want to come on the camera? Do you want me to turn the camera on you real quick?
No, because I don't have makeup on.
You don't need makeup.
I just got off
I don't
the
think-
Believe in
I
yourself,
don't think
girl.
They can see because I made them deaf. Tell them again. I'm sorry. I thought you were recording, not streaming.
Give me some damn donuts. Anyways, I'm sorry about that intrusion. My roommate Brady, who will soon be streaming on his own stream. I think he already is, actually. But he just made all your eardrums bleed, so I apologize for that. It's not my fault. I do not take responsibility for what this other person has decided to bestow on your eardrums, but nevertheless, I apologize, and hopefully it will not happen again. Again, my apologies. So, what's your plan with the blue DC-33 with the burnt-out motor? I'm either going to find another one and fix it, or I'm going to just sell this one for parts and be done with it. Maybe I can find a new motor for it. I never bought a motor. I've never done a motor replacement on a Dyson because I never had to until now. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. If I can get a cheap motor, I will, but I've heard I'm assuming Dyson motors are expensive. Hopefully nothing happens to the 12B1. I don't see why it would. I meant to say the original 6583 is a funky motor. Yes. Oh yeah, because I forgot I had... One is a 83... The one's an 83-F. I forgot the other one's an original 6583. But yeah. So... I'm going to my local vacuum store and they have Mila's. Yeah, I meant to say the original. I already said that. You're the reason I like vacuums and you inspired me to start my collection. Wonderful. Chance, how active are you on Discord? Discord is the platform that I'm the least active, or it's the platform I'm the most active on social media wise, but I'm not very active on social media. So I'm on Discord maybe like once every 3 days. I have my own server, but I don't even bother with it anymore. I haven't even bothered to start adding new people because every time I send out a link, a bunch of people rate it and start posting like porn and crap. So I've just kind of given up on the Discord, and now it's just kind of like, you know, I have to know you for like a long time before I personally give you a link to the Discord. And basically I just add you on Discord myself, and then, you know, then I'll add you to the group if I've vetted you, basically. So... And now I know now that I've said that, a bunch of people are going to spam me with their Discord tags. I'm not going to add all y'all. Not immediately, anyways. One at a time. It's like an escalator. It's like an escalator. You got to, like, you know, kind of cycle around before you can get another person in. So, and I'm not saying that to be like, oh, my Discord is like so elite and only certain people are allowed. I mean that because, like, I don't use it anyway, so there's no damn point to even adding me. Unless you like you have a collection and you want to sell it all to me or something like that. Actually, that just made it sound even more selfish. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just I'm not on social media all that often. Like I pulled my Twitter, my Instagram off of my YouTube as far as links because I don't use it. I don't use them. Especially after all the crap with politics recently, I don't use Twitter at all. I've given up on it. I still have an account, but it's only to talk to the people that I'm already friends with on there. And there's not that many. So, like, social media in general is just I've given up for me. My fiance keeps wanting me to install TikTok, and I will not install TikTok. Not because, like, I think the Chinese government is spying on me. I don't know that is or isn't happening. I don't care. Government has my information anyways. The reason I don't want to get it is because I don't want another thing to waste my time. Because I don't care. I honestly don't care. I'm thinking of selling my Electrolux Discovery. I may be interested. I finally got a Windsor vacuum. Oh, I've been wanting one of those for so long. A Sebo or a Windsor. Specifically, see, I hate vacuums where, like, it has, like, a square base, but then one side is, like, the brush is sticking out beyond the actual vacuum. Like, a lot of the Electroluxes are like that, for example. Or some of the Sebos where, like, one side is sticking out. I hate that. It looks ugly. I like just the square base. Or if it's going to have a little bit sticking out, like that Wide Path wind tunnel. How it has a little bit sticking out on both sides. It's even. I like it when it's even. I don't like it when there's one side sticking out. It just looks wrong. I hate it. It looks bad. So, but if it's on both sides or on neither side, that's fine. You want to trade for Electrolux Discovery? I don't know. I probably would never use it. I used to have one and I smashed it because I used to be a stupid idiot. But it is what it is. I also, I broke a lot of stupid vacuums when I was a kid, or I should say, I broke a lot of really good vacuums when I was a kid because this is when everyone around me was telling me not to be a vacuum collector and like you can't collect vacuums. So and I had no way of selling, so if I got a rare vacuum, I just had to toss it. So if I was gonna toss it anyways, I might as well break it, which was kind of stupid because then someone else could have grabbed it up. But again, when you're 7, you don't really think about that sort of thing. So I had like a wind tunnel twin chamber. I had a Phantom at one point, probably a Thunder. I had like an Oric XL2 Ultra or like a. It's like the XL2 Ultra, but it's the white one. It's not the one that came in like a million different colors. I had a few machines like that, and then there's a bunch of them I can't remember. So yeah, it's stupid. Anyways, but again, this was long ago. This was long before I like knew about collecting and stuff. Obviously, I haven't broken a vacuum in so long. The last time I broke a vacuum was that Power Force Helix, and honestly, I regret breaking that because I like that orange color, and I could have just held on, even though it had a dead motor. I could have replaced the motor, or I could have held on to it, and then once I got a blue or a purple one, I could have just put the orange parts on one of those. But yeah, I did keep the orange knob and put it in that one Power Force that I fixed the cord on, but I ended up selling that Power Force, and I didn't bother to take the knob out because I didn't really care at that point, because that was pretty recently. Think of selling my Lechos Discovery. Do you want to trade? Maybe. What are your thoughts on the new Sharp Vertex? I don't know. I haven't used it yet. I want Mountain Dew soda and chocolate brownies. That is a mood. That is a mood. Does anyone remember Transformers anime from 2007? A lot of people do, actually. But I don't. Hey, I still have the Helix. I'm getting the link. My offer up got taken down. Oh, no. Do you want the Helix? My offer up got taken down. I don't know. I might. Wait, what Helix? Is it a Power Bros Helix or is it a Clean View Helix? Or is it like a Power Helix or whatever? Do you still have the Dirt Devil Platinum Force? Yes, I do. I haven't worked on that one yet. I just bought a bunch of Dirt Devil belts. I also just bought some Panasonic parts. I bought some U bags and UB belts to fix up my Panasonics. I also bought a pre-motor filter for the Eureka Whirlwind Lightspeed and a seating stone so I can polish the commutator on motors, including because that new 6594 motor that I just got, I need to polish the commutator on it because it's a little bit worn, so the wind down's a bit funky. Fixing up the Clean View. Oh, nice. The motor was burned. Yeah. You know what? I normally don't run vacuums on stream, but I'll go get that 6594 real quick. I'll be right back. So here's this thing. I just got it fixed up. So I got this thing running. The headlight doesn't work yet, but it does run now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can hear the wind down's a little bit funky on this thing, but it does work. And I still need a brush roll for it. I actually need 2 of these brush rolls because I also have a black one that still needs a brush roll as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, mini donuts.
Did they get those for you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought I said thank you to. Oh, and you're gonna take them. Okay.
I got you ski.
Oh, I haven't had ski in a long time. You know, I should get ski for free considering it's my name.
It's the last initial. It's the last like 3 letters of your last name.
I was gonna say letters are not initials. Well, initials are letters, but letters are not initials. Are you struggling
I got it.
to open a bag of donuts?
Give donuts. I eat donuts.
I'm fixing up the clean view. Oh, the motor was burned. I smashed my L12B1 because it was shit. Who gay? Not me? Probably is you. See, did I miss any more comments? I'm not gay, but I love your eyes. Oh, thank you.
I love his eyes too.
I just got a brand new bag, discontinued version. It's basically new, just needs a belt and some bags and the HEPA filter. Other than that, it's good. What'd you get that was discontinued and bagged? Okay, all good. I used to have that old apartment when I was little. Oh yeah. Is that powdered donuts? I don't think they're powdered. They don't look powdered to me. You're not getting one. You can't have chocolate. It'll make you die. Do you want to die? No, you don't. Sorry, but you don't want to die. I don't want you to die. I'm not gay. You are all gay. Not gay, but I love Chance's eyes. Lol, I'm weird. No, it's fine. You don't have to be gay to compliment someone of the same gender. It's a stupid stereotype we need to break. You want another one, don't you? Take this one.
I want another 20.
I just dropped it.
Okay, I'm done now. I took 4.
Yeah. Okay. Got chocolate on my phone. Anyways, I turned my volume down because that Bissell is kind of loud. It is a little bit loud. Again, though, it is a little bit loud since it has the since again I need to get that seating stone and polish up the commutator on it. But at least it runs. And again, I need to get the a brush roll for it, but it does work. Yeah, you can hear that wind down. Like, the motor sounds healthy, it's just the wind down's a little bit weird. But for a motor I paid almost basically nothing for. I mean, I paid for shipping because I had to, but I basically paid, like, I think I only paid $5 for the motor as far as, like, for the motor itself, and then did I pay 5 or 10? I don't remember, but either way, it was a lot less than 70, which 70 is what I was going to pay, is what I did pay to get an actual new motor from Sears. And then they canceled my order. And in retrospect, I'm glad they did, because yeah, this motor isn't perfect, but it's not too far away from perfect. And definitely for the price for the money that I'm saving, the upwards of $50 that I'm saving, I'm definitely not complaining. Now everyone in the comments are just saying that they're not gay. Like, okay, we get it. It was a joke. When I would hope you are. Because if you're not, you need an Oscar. Or an Emmy, whatever it's called. Chance the 6.8 C71 I got has a great motor in it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm hoping I could get the new Power Force Helix Turbo. Ethan says hello. I think I like your hair now too. Okay, that's enough. You guys like LB Vax? I guess. That comment's being hidden. Let's see. It's Power Force bagged. Oh, okay. Wait, they're not gonna discontinue the Power Force bagged, are they? They better not. If so, if they're gonna discontinue it, I'll buy it and I'll hold on to it for 3 years and then flip it on eBay. Because that's what people did with the last one. So if they do have, oh, that's stutter. So if they do, if they are discontinuing them, my local Walmart has like 5 of them on the shelf, and they take a long time to sell. So if they're still there when I get paid, I'll buy 3 of them, and I'll flip them on eBay for, like $200 in 3 years. That'll be a sound investment. I'm not gay. Chance someone is offending me. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever watched Predator Poachers? I don't know what that is, and I don't know if I want to know. Or the Kenmore Lift Away. I try to ask girls to go out at the mall, and they haven't accepted, and I'm trying to ask a girl before Valentine's Day. Oh, well, I wish you luck, Marco. Thanks, Chance. Time him out. Yes. I didn't time him out, I just deleted that one message. Because, y'all are getting too worked up over a joke. What do I do if my vacuum is here to push in my carpet? What's your question? Well, I have 2 customers looking, but I need you to tell me. Tell you what? Oh, if you want it? Or if I want it? Well, which CleanView is it? Because I am looking for a CleanView Helix, or ideally a rewind version of one of those. Or maybe like the purple one or something, because I had one of those as a kid. But I want the one with the headlights and with the actual logo on the front, because that's the one that I had. Not the newer one that doesn't have a headlight, doesn't have the actual logo on the bin. I forgot the name of what the model number was, but if you can tell me what model number it is so I can look it up, then I can let you know if I'm interested in it, if it's in good condition, obviously. I legit only have 3 spaces for vacuums. I was just joking about the hair thing. Lol, I'm not a creep. That's debatable. I don't think complimenting someone's hair makes you a creep. I think if you say like, oh, you have nice teeth, or no, not teeth.
I was door dashing one time in Effingham, and these girls were like, "Your teeth are so beautiful. They're so white." And I was like, I didn't know how to answer, and I was like, "Uh huh."
I mean, is there really any other response to that? Wait, smile. They're right. You do have nice teeth.
Stop that, you weirdo.
You already know I'm a weirdo. I feel offended because of that dude. Don't be offended. You can't be offended that easily. What do I do if my vacuum cleaner is hard to push on carpet? Like my vacuum's hard to push on my carpet. What do I do? Well, adjust the height, because it's probably too low. Because I'm assuming you're talking about a Power Force, right? Just move the height adjustment up 1 notch, and if it's still hard to push, then move it up another notch until it becomes easy to push. So with Abyssal, you want to be able to hear the brush on the carpet where it's making that whir, like that buzzing noise, when you can hear the brush on the carpet, but when it's still easy to push. Because their Abyssals are lightweight, they should be easy to push. At least the newer ones. These older ones are kind of chunky, but it's still the basic same principle. My teeth are crooked. Oh, mine too. Like look at my awful teeth. Look at that. Like my jaw is like half off in the wrong direction. I have a crossbite. Like some of my teeth are over, some of my teeth are under, some of my teeth in the back, if I smile like this, aren't even touching. Like there's gaps in my teeth. Not because the teeth are gone, but just because they're all misaligned in the wrong direction. So what happens when you were born 3 months early? You have a lot of problems. My 6583-X is really easy to push even in the lowest setting. Well, there you go. Or send me a DM. I don't know what to send you a DM on. I don't remember who you were from the YouTube. Because everyone always has different names from their YouTube, from their other stuff. I had it since birth. Oh, same. Yeah. Well, yeah, same. Obviously, I didn't have surgery to make my teeth artificially crooked. That'd be weird. Well, then again, that wouldn't surprise me if someone did that. But I did not. And apparently to fix this, I have to actually have major jaw surgery because it's that bad. And I can't afford that. Yay for no universal health care. Plus, honestly, if it was free, I still probably wouldn't do it anyways because I'm terrified about dying on the operating table, even though I know that's realistically a very small likelihood of that happening. It's statistically impossible. What is your dream vac? Mine's a Kirby Centria 2. My grandma has one. I might ask to trade vacuums for a little bit. Chance, you are just fine the way you are. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not complaining. I am complaining, though. Okie dokie, will you email me to check? My business email is linked in my YouTube. So you can, if you want to email me, you can go there. Did you sell the DC-15? Yes, I did. I sold it a while ago. They smell those. So, have you sold the DC-15 yet? Yes, I sold the DC-15. It's always when I answer a question that it immediately pops back up. What's so funny?
I'm on iFunny.
Why are you on iFunny?
Because I want to be on iFunny.
Well, you're laughing in the background.
What's a meme? It says it's a fish. The horngus of a dongfish is attached by the skungle
I've seen that.
to a kind of dill sack.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Okay, so do you like the Power Glide Ultra? Yes. The dude in the background is so funny. Babe, someone says you're funny.
Thanks.
He says thanks. Just send me a DM. It's easier for me. My ad is... Well, DM on what? I don't give out a lot of my accounts, so no. I'm not doing that. Again, I have like a catch-all email for a reason. He is funny. I did a Michael Myers prank on my brother. That's interesting. But yeah, so to answer the dream vac question, I mean, there's a lot of vacs that that I still want to get, but I mean, the two vacs that I wanted in my collection the longest, I do have now, which are the Power Glide Platinum and the Phantom Fury. But there are other machines. I mean, there are other Phantoms and other Power Glides that I want as well. Like you mentioned, the Power Glide Ultra, or I want another Phantom Domestic, like the 11 amp Thunder before they were called Thunder, with the white bumpers and the purple buttons. Or Cyclone XT. But as far as like my dream vac, which I would probably classify dream vac as being the one that you would actually want to have to use, and I don't know, that's honestly a hard thing to answer because there's so many machines that I really like. But I mean, it's really hard to pick. Again, if the easiest thing for me to say would just be to say what my favorite vacuums are, which are, again, the Power Glide Platinum and the Phantom Fury. If someone held a gun to my head and said you have to sell every single vacuum you have except for two, you know, and then basically have like a somewhat normal amount of vacuums, because a lot of houses have two vacuums, especially if they have, you know, 2 stories, then the two machines I would keep would be the, well, actually, that's kind of a hard sell because Phantom Furies are actually pretty easy to find, and the Power Glide Platinum is easier to find than the original Power Glide, which is a lot more rare, and I do have an original Power Glide. Those are a lot harder to find. So again, like, ignoring, if someone said I had to get rid of all my vacuums, and they were all equal as far as being able to easily reacquire them, you know, after said person with a gun left and was then subsequently beaten to death, then that got dark. then it would be my orange copper Phantom Fury and the Power Glide Platinum. So I guess I don't know if that answers your question about what a dream vac would be, but I guess, I mean, those two are the most coveted in my collection. Those two are my favorite vacuums. And again, those are the two that I would most like to have out of all the ones in my collection. So I guess that answers the question. If you ever come across a Power Force Turbo, would you maybe sell it to me? I actually have one that I'll be selling pretty soon. It's a 6585 model. I already have a couple other people that are interested in it, so I'm probably not going to like give it to anyone in particular. I'll just list it on my offer up, and whoever gets to it first gets it. So, because that's usually how it goes. I usually don't bother like selling it to someone in particular, but if someone says they want it, I'll say it's reserved, and then I won't turn on like auto accept. So then the person has to be like, hey, I'm the person from, I'm the person who said they were going to get this. Obviously with specifics, so I know it's that person, not just a random person who says that it was theirs. But you know what I mean. But again, like, it's not off the table. Again, I have one, and you'll likely be able to get to it. It's just a matter of, will you be fast enough? Now, if you follow me on OfferUp, you'll see it the second that it goes up. Can you reserve the 12B1? Yeah. Since I'm pretty sure you're the only person who's interested in the 12B1, so I don't think you have any competition, so you have nothing to worry about, at least not for now. So again, if I do sell that 12B1, you have dibs on it. Is anyone interested in the CleanView 2 Plus? Because I'm wondering if I should sell that or if I should just keep it. Because I might keep it if I can just put a better cord on it and put a better motor in it. Because it was given to me because the person, I don't want to name the person, information linked to it, but the person who gave it to me said that it was a gift from their girlfriend, and their girlfriend, they ended up breaking up, and they didn't want anything to do with that vacuum anymore, so they gave it to me. So, not that I have a problem with selling it, but I'm saying that's why it doesn't have the best quality parts in it, because it was someone who doesn't know much about vacuums just cobbling a bunch of parts together. And the outside of it is fine, it's just that the motor doesn't sound very healthy, and the cord is very short and has no clip. So, but it's a CleanView 2 Plus. So I'm debating on whether or not I should restore that or if I should just sell it. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll list it for an overly inflated price, and if someone's willing to pay for it, maybe I'll sell it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I should do with that. So, but again, that one, there's quite a few Bissells that I'll likely be selling soon. This blue one, though, if anyone's going to ask about this blue one, is not one of those machines. So, because I know people are going to ask about this blue one, because a lot of people like the blue 6594, and no, this one I am keeping. It is possible that my second 6594-W, because I have two of them, it is in theory possible that I may sell the second one, but again, I'm going to sell the Power Force Turbo, the 6596 first, because at this point I have 4 vacuums that are identical, 100% identical, other than one of them having a turbo brush bracket. So, but yeah, the red one will go first, because although the motor in it is pretty good, I actually, now that I think about it, I could swap that motor out with the one from the CleanView 2. I may do that. I'm not quite sure yet, but those will eventually. How much would you want off the top of your head for the Power Force Turbo? I don't know. I don't want to say a price off the top of my head because I have to think about it, because I don't know. Right now it doesn't have a good brush roll in it, because I like these Bissell brush rolls. The one in this blue one is bad, the one in that Turbo is bad, and the one in the other 6594 is bad. So I need 3 brush rolls, 3 6594, 6596, 6585, whatever brush rolls. So I don't have any of those, and obviously it'll be less if I don't have a good brush roll in it, and more if I have to buy a brand new brush roll and put it in there, because that'll basically add 20-30 bucks to the price, because brand new part. So that's why I can't really give a price yet, because I don't know what condition it's going to be in when I sell it. I may just throw it all in a box and say, F it, or I may actually pull the thing apart, refurbish it, and replace a brush roll or something on it. I don't know yet. Again, I'm juggling a million vacuums right now. I'm trying to get a bunch of them cleared out before I start thinking about these ones. And I'm likely, I mean, realistically, knowing me, I'm gonna stumble upon some big stack of vacuums soon, either on the side of the road or maybe Justin will get some or something, and I'll have to get them. So I'm trying to cycle through inventory as much as possible because I have a lot of machines I need to sell right now. So for those wondering, I have two Power Force Helixes that are for sale, like newer style 2191s, and with the front base, ones you can buy in the store. But I'll let those go for dirt cheap. And but again, as far as other machines, right now I'm selling the Dirt Devil Ultra Vision Turbo. Right now I'm selling. I just sold the Bring back. Soon I'll be selling the 1398 Power Force as well. Soon I'll likely be selling a Eureka Airspeed Unlimited Pet. An Airspeed 1, maybe. I may sell that machine. What else? Oh, that Dyson DC-33. I'll likely sell the... Oh, that Dirt Devil Swivel Glide Vision. Is that what it's called? The blue one with the swivel casters. I'll sell that. I may sell that blue Dirt Devil Breeze, but I'm not quite sure because that is one that my grandma used to have that exact one, so I'm not sure if I want to part with that. But we'll see. And I also have the other red Featherlight that needs a cord, so I don't know if that one's going to work. I'll probably slap a cord on that at some point and see how well that works. If that works, since I also have the Breeze, I may sell that Featherlight, or if it doesn't work, I may still sell it for parts. Again, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's up in the air. But the ones that I said that I'm definitely selling, obviously for each of those machines, the context is different. Some of them I am definitely selling, and some of them I'm not sure yet. And you kind of get the theme. The ones that are the most in demand among collectors are the ones that I'm obviously the most hesitant to let go. So, not great for you guys. Good for a normal consumer, I guess, who wants a cheap machine. But there's not very many of those right now because everyone's using their stimmy to buy brand new crap. So, yeah. And, the only thing I've been able to sell recently was a phone, and literally like a day went by and I hadn't shipped it yet, and the person was like wanting to cancel it, saying, "Screw this, I'll just go to the store and buy one." And I just shipped it at that point, so I was like, "Yeah, no, declined. You are not going to cancel this order." So, and that just shipped out today, so hopefully they don't complain about it. They said they wanted it, so. It's one that's cracked, but you can clearly see in the photos that it is cracked, and I said in the description that's cracked, so if they complain telling me that it's cracked, then I don't know what to tell them because they didn't pay attention to the listing. So, anyways, I'm going off on a tangent again. The only one I really wanted off you was the blue Power Plus, but I forgot how much you love blue. Yeah, well see, I have two Power Pluses. I have one that's white and green, and that one needs a cord, so I don't know if that one's good yet. And then I have that black and blue one, which does work, but it's really filthy. And it does work. It just needs a cleaning. So if that blue one is too far gone, even though the motor is good in it, but if externally that blue one is too far gone, then I'll likely just put the white and green parts, because that machine, despite having the cord cut, was in really good condition. So maybe I can build a good machine out of those two, but again, the blue one shouldn't need it. And again, a lot of those machines that I've gotten that have cut cords still have not been fixed because I don't have spare cords. So, do you know what vacuum has a suction release valve? A lot of vacuums have, in fact, most vacuums have suction release valves. So there would be way too many to list. Are you saying out of the ones that I'm selling have a suction release valve? Because I'm pretty sure every one that I'm selling has some sort of suction relief. Because I'm pretty sure every new vacuum has a suction relief valve, because I think they have to. Because otherwise the motor is going to burn up every time some idiot consumer clogs it because they didn't clean the filter. Also, my dog is just completely sprawled out on the couch, just in perfect sausage mode. And she looks adorable. Here. Look at that. Look at that little corgo. Just sprawled out on the couch, not a care in the world, just resting up. Oh, and there's that black wind tunnel. So that black wind tunnel, I just checked it. I literally had this thing for a year and a half because I kept thinking, oh, it's broken and I haven't fixed it yet. It turns out I literally fixed it the day that I got it. And the thing's been sitting for a year and a half because I hadn't turned it on and I thought that it needed more fixing. The only thing wrong with that wind tunnel is it needs a belt, it needs a headlight bulb, it needs attachments, all basic crap. It needs filters because the previous owner threw out the filters. And because of that, the motor obviously needs some servicing because the motor sounds fine, but it obviously has a little bit of issues because obviously they've blown up a few bags and a bunch of dirt has been sent through the motor. So I'm gonna have to clean out the motor, polish the commutator, and all the usual crap. Make sure that that there's not any like belt residue on the spindle, which there probably is, because if they've blown up a few bags, they certainly burned through a few belts. And and also it's missing the handle cap on it, and it needs a new cord because the cord is very frayed and it shocked me whenever I turned it on. So it needs some work. It's that black one. It's the black Supreme one that has the electronic back change indicator along with the embedded dirt finder. So I'm considering just selling it and getting a different one and not dealing with it. But at the same time, maybe a collector would be willing to pay more for it because it's the older, more high-end, rare version. I don't know. Nice house. Do you have any Shark Apex Duo Cleans? I never had one. I have two of them actually. I have one that's a non-0M model that's blue, and that one works fine. It just has a clog and needs a cleaning. And then I have a green one where the one of the tabs on one of like the metal pins on the wand actually broke, so the power head is intermittent on it and it won't stay on. And that one's a 0M Duo Clean model. And that one has the attachments, I'm pretty sure. So, actually, I think both have the attachments, but one of them, the attachments, I believe, are still in my trunk. So, I need to work on those. Especially because they're worth a lot of money, so I could definitely get some money out of those. But, you know, they haven't really gone down in value yet. But I suspect with the Vertex out now, those machines might be discontinued soon, or maybe get a price cut, so I should probably work on those. I actually was going to grab the blue one to work on. Which vacuum you have with a suction release valve? I just told you all the ones that I have a suction release valve, so all of them, or most of them. I don't know which ones wouldn't have one, because every modern vacuum has a suction relief valve of some kind. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Sharks. So, the one I need to get a new extension wand for, and then the other Shark, the powered the rotator lift away True Pet, that red one that you just saw, that one obviously the base is busted, so I got to get a new base for it. And Sharks are really bad with finding parts. Although I keep telling myself that I'm gonna call Shark and try to get the parts, and I keep forgetting because I am a dumbass. But eventually those machines will be fixed, and I'll be able to do reviews on them, which should hopefully be helpful because they're all still on the market. And then decide if I want to sell them or keep them. I'll probably just end up selling them. I may keep one of the I'll keep one of the Duo Clean ones. But I'll definitely probably sell the power lift away. Then again, though, that one does have LED headlights. I don't know. We'll see. Not cheap vacuum cleaner. Are you trying to tell me that cheap vacuum cleaners don't have suction relief valves? Because they do. The Bissells have them, and the Eurekas do as well. And I'm pretty sure the Dirt Devils do too. My grammar sucks. The Vertex is much more powerful, and the Apex was already powerful enough. Yes. I can send you links to the White Path brush rolls. I'm sure I can find them on Bissell's website, but I don't want to pay $30 for one brush roll. I wish they had like a bulk deal where I could buy like 10 of them for like $100 or something, because I would do that. Because I get so many Bissells in that like that would easily make that worth it. But Bissell doesn't do crap like that. I wish they did. I wish all companies did that, where like they would encourage people working on their own machines and sell bulk deals. You know, like what if my whole family has the same vacuum and all their brush rolls just went bad? What, you expect me to replace all their vacuums? No, I'd rather just spend $100 and get 10 brush rolls. I mean, come on, that'd be awesome. I think eBay prices are cheap. Not as of the last time that I looked, but maybe. You know what? Why don't we look together? let's go ahead and look. I have this open in another tab. Let's look at this crap. So, let's look at my... Why is this not working? Video capture device. Oh, this did not work at all. Okay. Okay. Now we can look at this. Let's see. This will... I don't even remember the part number off the top of my head for the brush. I'll just look up wide path brush roll. And then I'll also put in 6594. Oh, well there's a... Oh my gosh. You want $80 for that thing? No. Also, they said they put a new cord on it. Look how short that cord is that they put on it. That's not even 3 feet long. You can't use that. And it's missing the filter cover. Oh, never mind. The cord is cut. You're selling a vacuum that was $60 when it was new, with a cut cord for $80. Sale as is. Yeah, of course. For $80, that should not be as is. There's a reason why this has been on here. 1 view per hour. Apparently people are interested in it. Oh, did I see a brush roll? Is that it? Oh, clear view too? 6594. Actually, I think my local vacuum shop has a picture of that. Or has a similar one. This looks like a good quality brush roll. It's $15. That's not bad. Oh, and is there like a bulk deal if I get a bunch of these? Which there should be. Please enter a quantity of 5 or less. Okay, so they only have 5. How much is 5? Is there no like bulk deal? There's no like save a certain much if you buy this much? Because there should be. 30-day money back guarantee. Fits $65.94. $65.96. Let's see, 3576. Yeah, so it's that wide path brush roll. Clear view 2. It's supposed to be clean view 2, but everyone always does that. I was planning on getting the vacuum, but it's expensive. Plus I have a spare cord. Yeah. Maybe message the seller and see if you can offer them less. Maybe they'll take it. Just be like, hey, I see you've had this listed for a while. I've been interested, but I think 80 is too much. I'll offer you, 50 or whatever. I think eBay prices are cheap. Oh yeah, can you turn on the Apex? I don't know anybody that owns one. Never heard one before. I don't have it with me, so I can't do that. Like what I was trying to mention is that when I brought this blue 6594 over here from the other house, I almost brought that blue Apex, but I ended up bringing the wind tunnel instead and working on that. Which the wind tunnel, like I said, it needs a cleaning. It needs all those parts. So it definitely needs it's well in need of a full tune-up and a new cord as well, since the one it has is pretty trashed. They obviously ran over the cord a good dozen times, and even when the cord's splitting in like several spots, so I don't know why you wouldn't look at the cord and think, oh wow, it's starting to split. Maybe I should stop running over the damn cord. But they thought, no, I'm gonna keep doing it. Because like if it happens once, I get that. You're like, oh, it's starting to fray. I should probably because you don't not notice that sort of thing. At least not eventually. But no, it's frayed in several places. So like they consciously did not care about, oh, and here's a replacement cord for $65.94. Look at that. They didn't even disconnect it like at the actual connector. They just... What is the point of selling a replacement cord if you're just going to sell it just chopped off and not with the actual connector that goes into the power switch? Because at that point, I might as well just grab a random cord and chop it off. Like, who even cares that it's for this specific vacuum? Then again, for $12, that's not bad. I'm gonna add that to my watch list. I may get that later, because $12 for a cord, that's not too bad. Here's a replacement handle with the faded sticker. I've been a fan of sharks since I was 4. Lol. Chance, you are an amazing dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning. Oh yeah, it's 2:45 in the morning where I live, as you can tell in the corner right there. So here's that same brush roll, but for $19. Here's a replacement hose for most Bissell vacuums. I mean, yeah, it works for the 3574 and the 6594, but it doesn't have the hose handle. Here's an actual 6594 hose, and the cyclone piece. So someone clearly parted out a blue one, or they bought one and then decided they didn't want it.
I'm gonna go lay down.
You're gonna go lay down? Okay. I'll be there in a sec.
Okay.
Oh, here's some handle levers. I actually do need these.
Make sure to turn all the lights off in the house before you go to bed.
Okay.
You forget to do that sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. Here's a filter grill cover. I actually don't need one of these because I pulled it off the other Bissell. 2-pack of the hydrogen wheels. Oh, that's interesting. There's definitely plenty of parts if you needed to repair yours. At least as of this time. Oh, here's one. Oh, 20 bucks? No. At that point, I would just buy a new one. It's 846 here, LMAO. Where are you? Are you in Australia or something? One product rating? Why? Why is there a 1-star rating? I actually need some of these levers. UK. Oh, okay. In Chantilly, Virginia. 10 bucks for 2 of these? That's not bad. I always need these things. I know I need one for my my CleanView Plus. Add that to the watch list as well. There we go. That's the salary about the yellow footlock from. Oh yeah, they had some yellow ones too. Which at least that's good. So if my big green ends up needing a lever, get one of those yellow ones. It won't match anything, but it'll make it easier to see. I just lost my scroll wheel. Where's my scroll wheel? Why is my scroll wheel gone? And why is there just a blank space? Oh well, I still have my scroll wheel. My scroll bar is gone. My 6583 looks weird with a yellow footlock. The black one broke after a week. Oh wow, that's not good. To tell the truth, part of the reason why I want to sell the 1398 is because the foot lever is really loose. Not really loose. It's a little bit loose. It snaps in just fine, but it's not like a firm snap. So I'm worried that it's going to break soon, and I want to stop using it because if it breaks, I don't want it to break until I sell it to someone else. That's working. Okay. Although realistically, if it's only just now starting to get loose, then it's probably going to last for quite a few more years before it actually breaks, unless you're really rough with the thing, which most people are. Ooh, that's a good deal for that machine. See, that's the thing that would be nice about owning a store, because then I could just be honest with the buyer about that. Be like, yeah, it's discounted because that footlock's probably about to break. But once it does break, bring it back in and I'll fix it for you and I won't charge you nothing for it. So you're saving money now, even though you'll still have that guarantee either way. To which they'd say, okay, cool, and then buy it. So, also, I want to buy this Phantom, but I don't have the money right now because I'm waiting on a few returns. Well, then again, I just returned those things, so I could bid on it now, and I know I'll be getting that money back soon. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if there are any Dysons, if there's any DC-18s on here. Some. Ah, here we go. Ew. Because I want to get another one of these because my dad wants one because he saw my DC-18 and he thought it was really cool. What happened to this poor bin? What happened to this poor thing? And the cyclone assembly too, and the body. I mean, good news is all this stuff can be cleaned off. Also, it's full. You don't think you're gonna? Please tell me you're gonna empty that before you ship it. And again, this thing has paint marks all over it. Oh, my computer's overheating. Isn't that nice? I can hear my fans on my computer kick on. It clearly is not enjoying this time. Ooh, it is burning hot right where the CPU is. Okay, what's this at? Oh, it's not bad. 65%. Chance, where's your gaming PC at? It's at my dad's house. So I haven't moved it yet because I don't have space for my desk at the new place yet. Because where it's going to go is currently held up by vacuums, and the place the vacuums are going to go is where my friends are currently staying while they work on getting their own place. So I'm basically helping out some friends until they can get their own place. And in the meantime, just keeping some of my stuff at my dad's because it's only 10 minutes away and I know it's safe. That's also why you don't see a lot of vacuums in this house because my collection is still over at my dad's house. Except, you know, the ones that have been here and I haven't taken over there yet because obviously, you know, I'm trying to juggle it between two places. But yeah, so this is just my backup computer. Ah, where's all my windows? Again, so the shake thing works to minimize, but when I try to get everything to come back, it doesn't come back. There we go. You got to do it very specifically. And then it comes back. Okay. So yeah, so this little Sandy Bridge like mini PC is working decently well. I did upgrade the RAM in it, so it's 8 gigs of RAM. And I have a 120 gig SSD in here, which is not a lot of space, but at least it runs fast. And then this, I've been installing 40 different versions of Windows on this thing because nothing seems to work. But I finally got Windows 8.1 to work on this, so that's what it's running at the moment. Sometimes you'll see all this change because I'll reinstall Windows on this stupid thing all the time. But yeah, so I've got a Henry and a Hetty Hoover. I'll add this to my watch list. Why won't you add to my watch list? There we go. Have you done any YouTube collaborations with anyone? Not in particular. I did do one with a tech YouTuber by the name of Hugh Jeffries, but it kind of went sour because I basically collaborated with him on him fixing his Galaxy Note 7, and I ended up not getting credit for that machine, or for that not credit for fixing it. So he kind of just like left me out in the cold, and then once I told him everything he needed to fix it, he just kind of stopped responding. And then once I finally called him out on Twitter for screwing me over, then that's when, although I didn't word it like that, that's when he finally added a blurb to the base of the video saying, "Hey, thanks to Chance from Inteltech Studios for helping me fix this phone." Although he didn't even say it like that. He was like, "Thank you for helping me with your knowledge," which is just like so condescending. But yeah, so I did collaborate with someone, but you wouldn't know from watching the video because in the video they take credit for everything. Hugh Jeffries does. So, and that video blew up too. Like that guy is almost 1 million subscribers and makes thousands of dollars a month on his content, and he felt the need to not credit me for that. So that's the only collaboration I've worked on. I also was planning on working with Barnacles Nerdgasm to help him fix his Note 7 as well, but he's been busy and we haven't had the time to do it, and it's been on the back burner for like 2 years at this point. So, and he's been blowing up as well. So, and there's not really any other YouTubers I can think of. Oh, Zach Cernoch, I did, again, also Note 7 related. I did like some interviews. He did some interviews for me, but they ended up being really terrible interviews, and I didn't finish the set of interviews that I was editing because I realized I did a horrible job. I haven't talked to him in a while, but maybe I get him to come back on and redo the whole thing and talk about it again. I can redo it in a way that makes sense because it was a really bad video, and it was just really stupid and off topic. Chance, remember the Note 7 screen link I sent you? I do, I think. That was one where it was just the screen. I don't need the screen. I need the screen with the frame. Because I need the frame attached to it as well, so I can just install it all as one piece. But yeah. Works great, shows where it all works great. The bottom hose has some tears as pictures, replaceable part if wanted. And the wand hose has a tear, also replaceable. Okay, so both the hoses are torn, which is not great. So that hose is torn. Baby, I'm torn. Oh, well, here's a hose. Yeah, but that would eventually get pretty expensive trying to replace both those parts. Parts. Here's some attachments. Genuine power cord. Here's a seal. Here's a handle. Computer sounds like an air conditioner. Can you hear it in the recording? Is it that bad? My microphone's literally right next to the computer. So I don't know if you can even see that. But like here, if I switch to webcam, we can see that microphone's right there and the computer's right there. So you can probably hear it. Ooh, my webcam's hot too. Giving the thing a workout. Yeah. Okay. There's that. Oh, I didn't switch back to this. Okay, that's what I wanted. Didn't miss anything. Got some extra canisters. Wands. You got plenty of parts. Just seems like the actual vacuum nobody has. It seems like people are breaking these things and selling the parts on eBay to make up for it. Only screens with the frame are from China. Yeah, and that's the problem. I want one that's ideally not from China. Because all the Chinese ones on eBay are in really bad condition, and a lot of them, the S Pen reader is broken. Which, what is the point of having a Note if you can't use the S Pen? At that point, I might as well just use an S7 Edge instead of a Note 7. But yeah, so I need to get that. And also, if I was, I would buy it from like AliExpress or something where there's like at least a larger amount of parts, and I can get, because I want to get a blue Note 7 screen that has the frame attached, is in good condition, has the Samsung logo on the top of it, so it's like not one. But yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't find one in the US. Don't worry, I've been looking all over and I can't find one myself, so I'm not mad at you for not finding one. You don't have to find one. I've just been trying to find one and having no luck, because I want to get my Note 7 fixed, and I don't want to have to order a garbage screen, and then have to wait a month, have to wait 2 months to get it, and then find out it's a piece of crap, and find out I lost my money and can't return it because the seller disappeared. I'm not saying that all Chinese sellers do that. Just saying that a lot of them do. At least enough to make it frustrating. Here's a Fury bin. Dyson vacuum cleaners. I do want this blue DC-25. Or did this one have something wrong with it? I don't think it did. Orlando, Florida. Oh, and it has offers. I do want a DC-25, but I don't know. I don't know if I want... I do want this blue one. This blue one's really nice. I would love a blue DC-25. I'll add that to the watch list as well. It has a manual. Oh, nice. Smooth scratches in front of glass. Missing one extension. What does that mean? You mean the bin? Yeah. Just trying to help you fix your Note 7. No, I understand. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that, like, I'm not mad at you for not being able to find one, because I haven't been able to find one myself. So it's not, I'm not like, oh no, how dare you not find a screen. I'm just saying, it's like, well, thank you, but I don't expect you to be able to find one, because I can't find one either. So, but if I could, that'd be great. But can't seem to find one. All these YouTubers I find are finding all these great deals on eBay, and I just can't find them. Or I always, probably because they all get to them first. Like that Cyclone XT I want, that's $300. Note 7s are so rare. Oh, believe me, I know. I have 3 of them. Actually, I have 4 of them. But 2 of them, actually both of the blue ones that I have 2 blue and 2 black. And both of the black ones I have are completely shattered, and then both of the blue ones are in decent condition, so, which is kind of annoying because they always told me that black don't crack. But apparently black does crack. At least whenever you drop it on concrete, black cracks. So, in that scenario, black does crack. DC 17. Ooh. I do want a DC 17. But I do want a blue one though. Still, that's not bad. Add that to the watch list. Ends in 1 day. $50 shipping? Oh no, not interested. Me and my dad are going to take the end caps of Helix brush roll if it's one that's rough and make it again. Probably just get a new brush roll, honestly. I have a few spare of the normal path brush rolls. I also want one of these DC-14 full accesses, but one that's not in garbage condition like this. Because this is my favorite color DC-14, is this full access variant. With the blue, the silver, and the orange. Those are my 3 favorite colors. So yeah, I don't know what else I would even look for on eBay. Is there any Note 7s on eBay? Probably not. Galaxy Note 7. Probably none. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. There's some guy from Poland selling a few fan edition ones. But you can't use PayPal to pay for one of these. Yeah, it doesn't even accept Visa. So yeah, and doesn't accept returns. Not eligible for eBay purchase protection programs. See, that sketches me out. Is there a way you can help me? My 6583 is a shot roller and I'm actually freaking broke after buying another phone in a vacuum. Are you saying you want me to give you a brush roll? Because honestly, even if I wanted to give you a brush roll, if I'm doing it through OfferUp, you'd have to pay at least a few bucks for shipping. And at least $2 for the item, because that's the lowest that it'll let you. So if you're actually broke, then that probably doesn't help you all that much. Lot of 7 broken. Ooh, I love these things. I love buying a bunch of broken phones and fixing them up and flipping them. No. Do you have any extra brush rolls? I do have extra brush rolls, like I just mentioned. It's an LG V40, an S6, Note 8. Is that Note 8 or Note 9? S7, a few Galaxy tabs, and an Asus. Oh, it's a Note 9. Okay. Note 9 S6 V40 ThinQ. Hey, that's what I just sold. A tab, couple tabs, and another S6. Oh, you're not... Okay, you're freaking out. Ah, go away. MacLab did take the end caps off his Helix and got it running like new. Yeah. See, I tried to do that, and I ended up snapping the end caps off, so at least when it comes to Bissell brush rolls, I don't do that. I have money to buy a brush roll, but it will be next week. Well, considering I have like 10 spare brush rolls, I will definitely have a brush roll for you of some kind for that machine that will work by that time. So I will definitely have one. I don't have, most of the ones I have are colored for the new Helixes, but I'm pretty sure they'll work in the, well, actually I know it'll work in the old ones because I have a 1700 brush roll in my 1398. And with the blue height adjustment knob and the blue sticker, the blue bristles on that brush roll actually look really nice with the machine. Oh my god, I just don't, I want this to go away. I don't want this. Okay, there we go. So, 140 bucks for all that. So what exactly is wrong with these things? I love these. I love getting these things. Getting broken phones, fix them up. Okay. Parts are not working. These do not come with any charges found in storage unit marked for parts. I will list to the best of my ability, but sold as added for parts to my ability. We'll turn on and go to a blue screen with the message. That one print cracked front and back, passcode locked, bad LCD. One Samsung tablet, work fine when plugged into a charger, but as soon as unplugged, will die. So bad charger. We'll show charging cable, but nothing else went on a charger. Bad battery. Sprint, passcode locked, bad LCD. Cracked front, bad charging ports, can't get turned on untested. Why does everybody think about mess tests on my central vacuum cleaners? On a central vac, that seems like a great idea because, I mean, yeah, because it's a central vac, so it'll handle any. $300 for a Note 2? This guy's smoking crack, and this has been here for a long time. So is this one. Why are people asking so much for these old Note 2s? If it was sealed in the box, I mean, these things, I wanted to get a Note 2 sealed in the box, and they just jumped up in price because all the people want, you know, one person marked them way too high, and then everyone else is just copying them now. My original Galaxy Note I got brand new for like 80 bucks sealed in the box. None of these are Note 7s in case you couldn't tell. But yeah, so might as well do a mess test on a central vac. I don't think I've ever seen a mess test done on a central vac, so it's up to you. Ew, Sprint. Yuck. Another FE from the Polish guy. And hey, I'm not being racist against Polands because that would be really weird because I am Polish. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it would just be kind of weird. I'm racist against myself. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me if someone was racist against themselves. Ooh, a T-Mobile Note 8. I have T-Mobile now, and my Note 9 is not working right. So this would, it's cracked, but it's not too bad. Honestly, for that price, I could just get an iPhone though, and then trade with Bree and get that Note 8 back. I've used one of my central vacuums to do a mess test, but not my other one. My central vac is my bench vac. Yeah, it makes sense that most people would use it as a bench vac. I basically use my Navigator 0M as a bench vac. Because the 0M makes a good bench vac because while the capacity in the dirt bin is small, it is big enough to where if you suck up a lot of stuff, it will compact in there before it actually clogs. And it also it has like an easy to get to hose, so without unwrapping the cord, I can pull the hose off and suck whatever I want up, and has good suction. And it has the tangle-free brush roll, so if I have a lot of hair on the bench because I just cleaned off a brush roll, I can run it over, and if I let it run for a bit, it'll get all the hair off the brush, or at least enough of it for me to not care. And that is very valuable. So at some point I'll do a video of like what vacuums do I actually use frequently. Do you have the 2191 blue and white bristles brush roll? I don't think there's any brush roll I'm aware of that has blue and white bristles, at least not on the Helix. Here's a Note 7 case. I already have plenty of Note 7 cases. And now I have Note 7 cases without a phone to put them in because the other two Note 7s I have I'm not using because they're in good condition. I don't want to get them scratched up. And then the one that I was using, the one that was in worse condition, which makes sense, use the one that's in worse condition if you're going to use any of them. And the one that I got for the cheapest price, that one is now broken. So, and that's my bad because I threw it across the room. And I didn't think it was going to break, and it did. So that's my bad. Let's see, Galaxy Note. Samsung Galaxy Note 7 unlocked. That's not going to pull up anything. Nope, just that. There's that one Note 8 that's cracked. And those Note 7s from the guy who doesn't have any eBay money back guarantees, so I'm not really going to trust that, especially when it's coming from a different country and they want a direct money transfer. That is sketchy as hell. Phantom Fury vacuum. Oh. belts. Plenty of belts. There's a Fury. Very good, works great. I really should just get this. Or is it broken? Special Edition Plus. I do want to get this. This has been on here for a while. I really should just get this. Just get this and be done with it. When was this one made? This was made on wow, 01. 10th week of 2001. That's crazy. I actually have a set of attachments for the 12B1. Does anyone have any spare Phantom attachments? Because I need Phantom attachments. The only reason I even want to buy this Fury is because it has Phantom attachments. Is because it has attachments with it. Because I don't need an extension hose. I already have one. I don't want to buy this. I have two of the same machine, but I need attachments. And I'm willing to buy this thing to just have the attachments. Because a lot of times people will ask as much for the attachments as an actual vacuum, so I might as well just basically buy the attachments and get a free vacuum with it. Phantom vacuum attachments with attachments. That's local pickup though. Okay. That's $92 shipping. That's $240. I can't afford that. There's that Cyclone XT that I want. That's not a Fury. That's a Thunder. But it is still a good condition Thunder. It says Thunder right there. Oh, that's in really good condition actually. I kind of want that. Does it have the attachments though? I can't seem to tell. I don't think it has. If it had the dusting brush, I would get it, but it doesn't appear. Does that one have a cracked lower cord hook too? And they're not going to advertise it? But it has the cracked cord hook. Great vacuum needs a belt. Oh, that's the same thing. This one also needs a belt. This one I believe was local pickup only, I'm pretty sure. Yep, free local pickup only, and it's in Washington. This one's in amazing condition, actually. And it does have the attachments. That's very sketchy. I've tried to get things from other countries, but it's sketchy. I wouldn't do that either. Phantom is nice. I know where a Phantom floor tool is, not for a high price. Yeah. I mainly need a dusting brush. Out of the three major attachments, the dusting brush is what I need the most. Because I have two sets of attachments. And one set, and I only own one dusting brush. So, you know, I have two floor tools and two crevice tools. And believe it or not, two pet hair tools. But not two dusting brushes. So yes, I do want this Fury, but I want shipping. But I'll still add that to the watch list. Special Edition Furies, the last Phantoms made before Phantom went out of business. Well, not quite, but yes, kind of. They're the last, like, major Phantom. The last dual cyclonic Phantoms. Other than, like, actually no, there was some version of the Cyclone XT that had the logo of the single cyclonic Phantom. Phantom Lightning. I still use the Singer. That's nice. What happened to the Phantom Twister that you had? I still have it. I still have it. It still works good. It just still needs some parts, so I don't use it. Phantom Fury vacuum cleaner housing. That clearly says Cyclone XT. Can people not read? Check if this part fits your vehicle. That's not a vehicle. Oh, wow. Phantom Crosswind 200XL and 600XL. There's a Twister, but I don't really want that. It's also local pickup only. Mila attachments. That's not what I need. That's also not the right set of attachments. Well, here's a hose. I actually do need one now since the one I have has a bad hose on it. This could be love. This could be love. There's that Cyclone XT I want, but that I don't have the money to spend on. Again, this one's like a local pickup. And I already have a 10 amp Fury. And it's in Illinois, wow. Those are the Fury and Cyclone XT. I recommend if you're using... Yeah, so I do want both of those crosswinds. I especially want the Crosswind 200XL because it basically is the same thing as... Because the Crosswind 200XL is basically a Phantom Fury Limited Edition, but with the bin of the Cyclone XT. That's basically what it is. And a nicer color scheme. And a crappier filter. But even though those tend to have issues, I still want one of those. So... If I find one day a Phantom Fist in my area, a Phantom Thunder in my area, give it to you as a gift. If you find any Phantom in your area, if you want to gift me any sort of Phantom or Bissell Power Glide, I would be very, very happy. I would be extremely ecstatic and eternally grateful. I would love to open up a P.O. box so I could just have people just send me stuff if they really wanted to. So I didn't have to give people like my actual address. Yeah, so I think I should probably, because it is getting late. I should probably start to wrap up this stream. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Here's a motor. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what I should even search for at this point. Maybe I should look on OfferUp. Switch us back to my webcam. I always switch to my webcam whenever I'm loading up a website because sometimes my information will just pop up, and not a good thing. Oh, I bit my lip. Oh, that's not good. Let Go is now a part of OfferUp. Oh, great. I don't care. Something's getting in the way. Something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane. So tell me how it should be. Hey, Chance, I'm also Polish. Cool, me too. Have you still managed to get the blue 6594 with the new motor? Yes, actually. It is right here. Oh, it's not full screen. Come on. Switch over. I got it right here. So it's all fixed up. I got the new motor in it. I finally got the new motor in it, and I'm not going to run it again because it's late, but I did run it earlier in this stream. So if you scroll back far enough in my stream, I did turn this on, and it is working now. It still needs a brush roll. I still need several of these Bissell Wide Path brush rollers. In fact, I need like 4 of them. But so it does need a new brush roll, and the belt is also stretched out, so it didn't actually burn through the belt. It's just slipping. So even though the brush roll is seized mostly, it didn't burn anything out. But there probably is stuff on the motor shaft now. But I gotta polish the commutator in this anyways because the wind down sounds really bad, but the motor itself while it's running sounds great. So like, yeah, it is in good shape. And I also still need to get, for this machine, it has all the attachments with it, but it's kind of chewed up right here, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. And I also need to get a, come out, I need to get an outer circular filter because this filter, and also a lot of these parts for some reason wouldn't clean up even after I cleaned it out thoroughly, and so I might just replace this bin with a different bin, one that's in nicer condition, because this one I'm not gonna use because this one's like a showpiece basically, but I did want to get it running, and now it is running, so I want to get this like running and in good shape. And then if I want to actually use one of these, I have my Dash W, the black one, and that's the one that I use. And I also have my other 6594-W. I'm actually putting some of the parts from the Power Force Turbo in it. So it'll have it has a red cyclone, it has a red dial, it has a red suction slot, and for now it has a red filter cover, but that's going to be replaced because it's faded and doesn't look right. So basically, when all said and done, I'll have a blue one, a black one, and then a sort of customized red one. And then that Power Force Turbo, whatever I end up doing with it, or however it ends up looking, I'm going to sell it. So I may decide to just keep these machines as is and not mess around with parts. And I don't know, maybe I'll take that other one and take the parts from the CleanView 2 and put them in here, so that way it's also blue, so I have two of these that are blue. I don't know. I'll see. Because I don't like the gray, because this one only has the gray here and here on the dial and on both of these dials. So I'm wondering if I could take the two from the CleanView 2 and make these blue, so then it won't have any gray accents. It'll just be black with blue accents. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could do to customize these things since I have so many of them to swap around parts with. But for now, it is working. Also, I couldn't get this filter all the way clean because these filters never clean out properly. But that's on the exhaust. I'm not really worried about that. And again, I kind of need to bend this a little bit. Bend that so it snaps in. Again, this doesn't really snap in. It just kind of pushes in. But it doesn't like blow off or anything like it does on the Twister. So it's not sealed very well, but this machine was never sealed good to begin with. Still has all the attachments with it. These are all the original attachments. You can see this is a little bit loose, but this is still pretty firm. Original crevice tool, again, has everything with it. So it just needed a new motor, and now it also needs a new brush roll. So just the two things that always go bad on these machines is what went bad on this. So now the comments have apparently frozen up. Sometimes I have to refresh this and then the comments come back. Yep, okay. Make a custom 6579-2 chance with a 6579-3. I've been thinking about that because since I need a brush roll for a lot of these YPath machines, that means that they're out of commission until I get a new brush roll. But since I have a lot of the normal size brush rolls, I could put the base from that 6579-3 on that other 6594-W that I have, and as well as the only problem is the handle from that 6579-2, which obviously I have to put on there because the hose is thinner, would basically the handle I have to put on there, and the handle the thing for the thing that holds the slot that holds the extension wand is cracked. So yeah, that wouldn't look ideal. I do have a spare Power Force Helix handle, so that could look really weird. I could have a Power Force Helix handle with the hose from the Power Helix rewind, and then like it would be a really weird like Frankenstein machine, but it would still be a Power Force bagless, but like every version squished into one. But yeah, so thanks to Vacuums and Shampooer Boy for giving me that motor. I finally got it in, and again, I don't want to run it again because it's really late now, but because I don't want to wake up my fiance who's in the bedroom right in front of me sleeping. But I did run it earlier in the stream. Just swap the sticker on the handle. Well, no, I'm not taking off these stickers. One thing I will say is that 6594-W that I got from Cameron doesn't have the sticker, but the other one that I had, the one that I'm going to experiment with, does have a sticker. So I will swap those two handles. So if I Frankenstein the machine, it's not going to have a mismatching sticker. It's going to be the one with no sticker. So that way both of the 6594s I have that are proper and as they're supposed to be, both the 94 and the 94-W will have the stickers on the handles for the correct machines, if that makes any sense. Because if you saw that other dash W that I got, that's my roommate's grandmother's that I fixed for her, but although she doesn't want it back, that one does have the sticker and it's in good shape. So I'm gonna swap those handles so they have the proper sticker on the handle. I hope that made sense. I'm not gonna pull the sticker off because when you pull the sticker off, it won't go back on. I'm just gonna replace the entire handle, so because that's much easier and much quicker. Because you can't replace those stickers and they start falling off. You just can't. So. And this one, again, this one has the sticker on the handle. You can tell because it has the blue base in the pictures. So this has the proper handle. And that's all good. I love the Great Crevice tool. But yeah, hey Vacuum Man, I have a couple brush rolls you can have. Oh, nice. Is the vacuum of outer space a consumable you're interested in? Not necessarily, because I prefer vacuums and various appliances that don't cause me death. Especially painful and explosive death. So, while I am a fan of space, I'm not a fan of being in space with no protection. Because that spells death. And very painful. Well, not really painful, you wouldn't really feel it, because your intestines basically sucked out through your face. And you would basically just explode. So, yeah. Greetings, hello. What about vacuums that cause a petite mort? What? I don't know what that means. Petite mort. Why is my scroll bar still broken? I should drink some water because my throat is killing me like it always is. At this point. Hoover Wind Tunnel Plus. Do. Well, there's a lot of these machines. Ooh. Featherlight sold. Oh, darn it. Wind Tunnel Air. Dirt Devil Featherlight bagged. It translates to English as Little Death, but it means something completely different in French. Yeah, I'm not a fan of any sort of death, whether it's little or big. Ooh, a turquoise Easy Vac. I haven't had one of these in a long time. Ooh, what's that Power Force turbo in the background? Ooh, I like that red base. That looks nice. And I actually like the gray filter cover because that matches with a lot of stuff. Is that a blue 6594 in the background? You might be interested in Petite Mort, winky face. That's made me even more uncomfortable, so I don't think I want to know. Or double Featherlight. Chance, I'm warning you. Don't buy vacuums from Brace Vacs. He never uses bubble wrap. The turbo was sold. I'm actually, I don't see why I wouldn't buy from Brace. Well, if his problem is just that he doesn't use bubble wrap, then he should use bubble wrap. Similar items, deviled egg dish. Oh, I see, because Dirt Devil. Okay, that makes sense. I just laid still for days. Near deadly. Damn you, Braze. What's wrong with Braze? Bray isn't even here to defend himself, or is he? I don't know. Now that he's gone, y'all are talking crap on him. But realistically, if he is not using bubble wrap, then that's bad, because I don't want to spend $30 on a vacuum and have it arrived in pieces, have it arrive in broken pieces. It's a very good vacuum. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, Wind Tunnel Air. I like these things. I want to get the cordless one. Eureka Stick Vac. That looks like a tiny whirlwind. Vacuum is other model that has been torn down and cleaned. There's a brush on the bottom that helps with dust and hardwood floors and carpet. Vacuum sellers don't bubble wrappers. Say, fair enough. Marco had a power track that broke during shipping. Yeah, that's a bad deal. You don't want stuff to break. What is Cameron selling? Let's see. Not sure what his offer up is under. I know he was selling. I remember what he was selling. He was selling a Power Force Turbo. Assuming none of these have sold since then. He was selling a Power Force Turbo. He was selling a normal Power Force bagless. He was selling a wind tunnel that I was thinking about getting, but I mean, if someone else wants it, they can get it. But I mean, you know, I was gonna get that as well as a. I need a duster and the holster for my Whirlwind Lightspeed, but he was selling a wind tunnel. What else was he selling? I forgot what else he was selling, but I know he was selling those. Is there a vacuum you can put on a tractor? Technically, any vacuum you can put on a tractor. Do you want to stay on the tractor while the tractor's running? That's a different story. That's a whole different ball game there. So, that is not a floor mate. Seems like everyone's being mean now that it's the wee hours of the morning have been activated and everyone's all mad at each other now. Or at least this one person is. Diablo appears to be upset. Do 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 do. Newborn baby tumor? What? I'm confused. Very confused. T-Series wind tunnel rewind. Oh, here's a Hoover Savvy. Dang it, it doesn't work. That's not good. Have you ever wrote fan fiction about different vacuums? What? No? I hope you pack the 12B1 really well when I buy it. I will, don't worry. I always pack my vacuums really well. I haven't had any complaints yet. Ooh, that's the Dirt Devil with the height adjustment. That's the one that I want. I really want the one with the height adjustment. Dirt Devil Ultra Swivel Glide? What? Well, so this has the swivel casters? And then Abyssal Clean View. Multicyclonic. Ooh, Museum Privilege donated $3.49 of New Zealand dollars. Said vacuums are really nice. I agree. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. You have officially given the first super chat of 2021. Feel proud of yourself, because that is definitely an accomplishment. Albuquerque, New Mexico for $3. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do you like Dyson Tangle Free Turbo Tools? I'm not sure. I haven't tried one of those. The only Dyson Turbo 2 I have is one of the ones that doesn't have the tangle-free design. Ooh, a W2. They made a blue one? Doesn't miss a thing on the floor. Well, ain't that nice? Hygienic quick change HEPA filter bag system. Wow. Isn't that nice? Real-time tool system. Whatever that means. This thing looks heavy. Oh, it pulled me to the top of the list again. I hate it when OfferUp does this, especially because now I have no scroll bar. So I can't actually just click where I want to go. I just have to click and just hope it doesn't scroll past where I want it to be. It also has this stupid infinitely scrolling page. I hate this crap. Where it just scrolls forever and then loads more. It should just have a separate page. Used vacuum to do what? What? Did someone ask a question about vacuums? To clean. Well, yeah, that's what you use vacuums for, to clean. You can also use them to scare your cats. They're very effective at doing that as well. Speaking from experience. In fact, while I'm here, might as well post a video about my cat getting scared by a vacuum. Let's see. I'll upload this video real quick of my cat getting scared by a vacuum cleaner because it's funny. Thinking of making a video on the 6594? I already did. Oh, or you mean the one that I just fixed? Yes, probably. Ever use vacuum to suck up different cured meats? Not usually. Unless you're talking about like a vacuum sealer, like when you put in your kitchen that seals packages, because yes, you would put meat in that and seal it to keep it from getting getting spoiled. I see a Lynx. Oh yeah, you do see a Lynx. There's a Lynx right here. Here's, oh my, is this in the box? Oh wow, that's cool. Wow. Oh wow, this one's in the box. I used to have one of these Hoover Quick Brooms. Isn't that nice? That's nice. I'm gonna ask if it's still available. Yes, I know Grammarly isn't active yet. Stop telling me. Still available. I love my vacuum sealer. Out of my 3 cats scared of vacuums, I only have 40. Cats always scared of vacuums. Yeah. And now nothing is loading. Sale in Chicago. Went back to the top of the list again. This is not working. Wind tunnel T series. That's not a vacuum. That's a carpet cleaner. That's a wind tunnel. Ooh, that's a nice one. I removed all my videos, and I'll make a new video why I did that. Why did you do that? You shouldn't remove all your videos. And I mean, I guess it's your channel. Do what you want, but got a lot of these blue rewinds, which I do like these. These are really nice. Vintage Hoover power drive. Hoover bagless. That's not bagless. That is definitely not bagless. $30. Wide path wind tunnel. Oh, you don't refresh, you frickin'. You refreshed, didn't you? Oh, of course you did. Sort by price, low to high. Let's try that. 3? Really? Oh, okay. It's all these stupid people that are just trying to... This isn't even loading. Did my internet just crap out? It probably did. Someone made my heart break too by leaving an offensive, hurtful comment on one of my videos. I had enough of it, so I private all my videos. Dude, that's the internet. Don't delete your videos every time someone complains about them. Every time someone says something nasty. That's the internet. That's gonna happen. Literally, the first comment I ever got on my YouTube channel was someone who doxed me. And like posted all my private information. Thankfully, I removed that comment. But, you know, first comment I got, first comment I removed and reported. So it was probably just someone from school that was just, you know, being an asshole for no reason. But yeah, so my girlfriend is cheating on me. Oh, that's not good. That definitely sucks. Sorry to hear that. Cheating is bad and people should never do it. In other news, the sky is blue. Dirt Devil Power Max Pit. Wind tunnels self-propelled. Self-propelled. Miss Good Baby. It's the first hurtful comment I ever got. Call me a girl because I'm eating pitch. Are you kidding me? That's what made you delete your channel? That's not even an insult. That's just someone attempting to state a fact that ended up being incorrect. It's like, oh, you're a girl. It's like, no, I'm not. It's like, yeah, you are. It's like, okay, and your point? Like, your voice is weird. It's like, okay, and people need thicker skin, honestly. No more results. And I'm not saying that person should have done that, because obviously they shouldn't have, but it's like, come on. Like, that's nothing. Like, if you're gonna be on YouTube, you gotta go to numb to that sort of thing, because that's gonna happen all the time. And you don't run away from it, you just do it. The channel is still up, videos. Well, obviously I know the channel's still up because they're commenting from it. But yeah, obviously you shouldn't delete your videos or channel or whatever just because of that. Look for power glides. Last I looked, I couldn't find any. At least not like the old style. They're all like the new liftoff ones. Just a power glide. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else. Just all new ones, and then bags and crap. So if I go Bissell vacuum. Bissell Elite Force vacuum cleaner. That's not correct. Phoenix, Arizona. Come take it off my hands. Bag vacuum, possibly. I'll do that in a sec. Bissell bag vacuum. I've done that. I've done all this stuff before. It's just a matter of, looking again. When you say Bissell vacuum, you get a million different results. $10 Bissell vacuum. Why is it only $10? Use bags not included. Bags not included. Oh, and it went back to the top again. I hate it when OfferUp does that. I've been trying to get this one, but the person's not responding because I want another 3522 and they're not responding. Is this still... Stop telling me. Is this still available? Again, these people have 5 stars and they never respond to anything. I don't know. I don't understand why. Like, obviously you have it set up for shipping, so it's not like, But yeah, it's really hard to find something on OfferUp. I still have yet to buy anything on OfferUp that didn't come from another vacuum collector. Oh, other than that Dyson where, like, the guy, like, threatened to beat the crap out of me because he sent me a bad vacuum. And I dared to complain to him about it. Bissell vacuum. Using a rubber belt, we used to take off the carpet from our house, and now it's all tile, so no use for this guy here. Selling as is. Ask. Is this... Stop it. Is this still available? Send. Ships from Oceanside, California. Maybe they died. That could be. They possibly got COVID and kicked the bucket. That could be it. But still, like, at least come back to life for a few minutes and delete your damn OfferUp profile. Then again, honestly, if I died, I'm pretty sure the last thing I'd be concerned about would be my eBay account or whatever. Probably more concerned about my family and, crap like that. Use somewhere. This is a 6579-3. Bissell Force Vacuum. That's not what I was looking at. See, because it goes back to where it was, and then it snaps back up to the top. It's so infuriating. That's a 6594, 93. Try searching 3522. Nobody on this platform puts the model numbers in the description. No one ever does that. Because people are dumb and they refuse to do that because they don't care about collectors buying it. They just want normal people to buy it, or they don't even think about it. Which is understandable, because most people wouldn't care about that sort of thing. Posted 2 years ago in household. Yeah, they definitely don't have this anymore. Is this still... See, again, I could understand not putting the model number. Put the name of the dang vacuum. It's always Bissell vacuum. Or, sometimes it's like this, where it's like, Bissell Power Force Vacuum Cleaner. See, that's fine. You're telling me what it is, but nobody, again, like Power Force, Momentum, but like Bissell Vacuum, Swiffer Bissell, Small Bissell Vacuum. Again, 10 up Bissell Vacuum Orange, Bissell Vacuum with bags. Bissell Clean View Helix. Ooh, this one's in good shape. But is this the one with the headlight? I don't think it's the one with the headlight. It might be. But the best way to tell is if it has the logo. If it has the little logo where it says Clean View Helix, that's the one that I want. Because I want the one with the logo, and I also know for a fact those ones have the headlight. Because they removed the logo before they removed the headlight. There's 3 different versions. Ruby, don't dig into the couch. Bissell vacuum cleaner. This one's in Chula Vista. See? I was in the middle of scrolling and it pops me back up to the top and my scroll bar's gone. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I almost have to like open every one of these links in a new tab, except there really isn't a way to do that. At least I don't think. I haven't tried it yet. This one's supposedly in the box, but that box is messed up. And plus I don't really care about that model, because I already have it. And it's not one I care about having in the box. My mouse is tangled on everything. See, there's this one. Oh, see, I asked him about this long ago, and he said it was sold. And he still has it listed. Like, why? Literally, like, people will message me and be like, no, I don't have it anymore. And I'm like, okay, we should take the listing down because it's... If you don't have it, then don't advertise it. And they'll be like, okay, noted, and then they never take it down. Just like that guy. And there's a lot of other people. There's a lot of these listings I've already gone through a million times. Same thing with this one. Person already sold it. Bissell vacuum. This person wants way too much for this Bissell, considering it's really dusty and gross. But, yeah. Here's a Eureka. Eureka vacuum. This one's not even showing up. Again, he wants a bit too much for these things. Again, look at that. It just popped up to the top of the list when I was literally in the middle of scrolling. So now we gotta scroll all the way back down again. Find where I was. Where I was looking. Very frustrating. How many viewers do I even have at this point? Is anyone even watching this? Probably not. Power Helix Turbo. Slovak. Oh, here's a Power Groom Multicyclonic. Works great. I hate when websites do that with scrolling. Yep, I do too. This one supposedly works great. Does it now? I don't necessarily believe that. Especially for $50, it's enough to buy a new one. Not this model, but still a similar enough one. That's... Okay, don't show the bottom of it where the headlight would be. Obviously this has no headlight. I could buy a Dyson handle with that money. Yeah. Look at that. Scroll back up to the top again. And look, it just stopped where it was going. And then, again, I was in the middle of scrolling and it just force stopped it and then jumped it back to the top. This gets frustrating every time I try to look on here. It's much easier to look on my phone because on my phone it doesn't do as much. Whatever. I should probably stop streaming anyways. There's a purple one and a blue one. Well, I'm in a bad mood now. I cannot talk today. Why are you in a bad mood? Stop it. Stop being in a bad mood. You're supposed to be in a good mood. only allowed to be happy. Sadness is not allowed. Not in this stream. It's Abyssal Cleanview Liftoff Revolution. Abyssal Pro Vacuum, $100. They're double upright plus out of stock everywhere. Well, yeah, it's. Of course, it's out of stock. It's a 30-year-old vacuum. Like, that's a given. Of course, it's gonna be out of stock. All right. Let's see. Bissell. Let's try Bissell bagged vacuum. Bagged vacuum. There are 2 people in California with power glides, but they refuse to ship them no matter how much money I offer. Yep, that's it. Alright, I think I'm probably going to stop streaming. So anyway, guys, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video and or stream. And, yep, have a great rest of your night/day/night. And I'll see you soon. Have a good one.